Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Caitlin and I am coming to you from Western Montana. I do have a few things I'd like to share with you today. I do have a couple of finished objects and a couple of whips. I do kind of have notes down here that I'll be kind of looking up and down at. And I feel like my white lighting is just a tad weird today, so if it looks funny on your guys' end, I am sorry. I am continuing to kind of work on how I want to do my setup right here. So we will keep working on that. So we will start a little bit with finished objects. So I'm gonna kind of go out of order here with what I've got going on. So I did share this in my last episode. I think I was just starting the arms, but I did finish this little robe for my kiddo, and it's very bright and colorful. Sorry if it's kind of awkward to show. It is a little big for her, but that's okay. I kind of might try and see, usually robes, you know, kind of halfway down have the little loops on them, and then you can put the tie through. I might try and make the tie and somehow attach a couple of loops so that she can tie this closed when she's using it. So that, and I'll leave patterns and, you know, wherever I found these, down in the description box. This is the Cuddly Kids Bathrobe by Hookfully. It was a pattern I purchased on Etsy. I used Bernat Pipsqueak yarn in the color Lullaby. And I'm not sure if Pipsqueak is a yarn that is made anymore. If I can find it, I will link it if anyone is interested in getting any. It's kind of a, I don't know if it's considered a novelty yarn. It is kind of fluffy, but is really soft to work with. And then, I don't know, I wonder where I put that. This guy. I did finish this. I was working on in the last episode too. This is the Ma's Prairie Shawl by Crab Apple Crafts. And so that is that. This is also a paid for pattern that I found on Etsy. And it's really pretty. I like how it works up, and it actually is a very easy pattern to follow. So these are from the Yarn Bliss Box company. This did not actually come in any club box. This was just stuff that was purchased on her website. So the Sweet Love is the purple. This pretty purpley color. And I did write down, I think I have 64 grams left of the purple. And then this was the main color. This is, it's a little torn, but it's called Candy Hearts. And that I have 33 grams left of. And I think I'm going to try and save her yarns once I finish working with them and do some sort of scrappy project when I am done with them. So then my next little ordeal, or, you know, section of works in progress, is a knit shawl. This is called the Outlander Carolina Shawl. It's a YouTube tutorial by Handy Little Me. So it's just a 2-row repeat. And it's just garter, stitch. This is also a yarn bliss box, and this was actually the first month I got from her. And I think I shared this in my last video, or maybe a couple videos ago. So this is How Does Your Garden Grow? And her little, so this is what her, like if you were to look her up on Google, that's what her little logo looks like. And then towards the end of the shawl, I'm going to add a little bit of this green. And this is for the love of nature. So at the end of the pattern, she's got a few, like 4, you know, you'd change to a different color, do 4 rows, then change to another color and do 4 rows. So you'd kind of go back and forth between the two. And then I'm working on another knit project. This is the Musselburgh by Ysolda. This is a paid pattern on Ravelry. So you start at the top, increase it out, and then knit so much, and then do a set of decreases. So I think this pattern is really fun, so I'll make sure I link this down below. So yeah, and then for this pattern, let's see here, I'm using fixed Chowgu needles. This one is a US 3 or a 3.25 that I'm using for this hat. And then for this shawl, again, it's a fixed needle. And, geez, this is, let's see, this is a US 2.5 or 3 millimeter needle that I'm using for this one. So those are kind of my 2 main whips I'm trying to work on right now. But I have a feeling I have a few that are going to be started, and very soon. So I did buy a few yarns this last couple of weeks. One of them is a subscription that I do. One of them is a new subscription I just signed up for. And then 2 are just purchases, which I think I've read. Nope, I have it all. And then 2 are just purchases. I did one at a store and one online. So we'll start with the subscription boxes. I did get another month of the Yarn Bliss box, which she's sends hers very pretty, you know, in wrapping paper. So we got a bag of goodies, and this month's so this is the little card, and then I don't know if that thing can be shared or not. So this month's yarn was based on dragonflies. Well, she is on Instagram. I'm not sure if she's on Facebook. So it's the little list of what's included. Let's see here. We got in our little baggie here, a sticker. The sticker's by Sorry Not Sorry, the company. Then we got a little note pad, which I think all of them kind of have the dragonflies on them. Sticky notes I always have to hide because my kid finds them and then spreads them everywhere because she thinks it's kind of fun. And then we got a set of scissors, which these I usually have to hide too. So that is that stuff. And then the 2 yarns, which I do always love how well they go together. We have our speckled, which is a dragonfly colorway. It's very pretty. And then floating on air, which is very pretty too. So I will have to pick out a pattern to do that stuff with. And then the next one is a new subscription that I'm going to sign up for, or try to keep for a while. So I paid for these. Normally, I'm pretty sure when you order from this company, you get 2 different colors, but from the same dyer. Whereas this one, I got 2 different colors and 2 different dyers. This is the Row 1 Mini subscription. This is from Fiber Hustle, this package, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to put these into a blanket. I haven't decided the pattern yet, but I'm pretty sure these are going to go into a blanket. And then this one is the Yarn Smith, and so you get 10 different colors. They're 10 grams each to make the whole package 100 grams. So there's some pretty colors in there. So that will be fun to try some different dyers. And then I ordered this one. So I am in Western Montana, Missoula specifically. Last weekend I went to my sister's. She's in Billings, so she's about 5 hours east of me. And I went to their local yarn shop and picked up this guy, Mountain Aurora Fibers. And they are out of Billings. This is really soft. I think I'm going to make this into a cowl, and I think that's the colorway. And if you wanted to look up their website, and I'll link the yarn shop I bought this from too. So anyway, there's their stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to make this into a cowl. And then, sorry, we're going to get a little crinkly here. I ordered a package from Hugh Local. They are out of Colorado, or she is anyway. And it is so soft, this yarn. So this is what her logo looks like. So we have Magpie, Ohana, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this one. Ohana, maybe. This is a nice bright yarn. This one is called Honey. Please don't mind my cat. He's right here. He's kind of a baby. He might meow at me. Later Gator. Which is really pretty. I like the grays and greens in that one. And then this one they call Mimosa. Very pretty speckled yarn. So that was that purchase. And then I did the other week order I'll give kind of their website here, Samaritans.com. This is where I order my fixed this is kind of what it would look like if you got onto their website. I order my fixed needles from them. So I have a couple of these sizes already. Some of them will have doubles. So they come in packages like this. So I got a 2.5, 2.75, 3, 3.5, 3.25, 3.75, and a 4 millimeter. So those I use a lot for like the Musselburgh hat that I showed a little earlier. I'm using a set for that knit shawl I showed you guys. So just so I can have a couple of different knit projects going at the same time. I also did go to Hobby Lobby yesterday, which when I moved here to Missoula from our capital, Helena, we did not have a Hobby Lobby. So I used to do a lot of my shopping at Joann's, and now that that is going away, I am very sad and will be shopping again, probably more at Hobby Lobby. I got this Scrubology yarn, which I like it. I actually make these little, which I'll try and find the pattern. It's on YouTube by Creative Grandma. It's just a circular dish scrubby. And that's the only reason I ever buy this yarn. So, I got one of each color, which there were 12. So I got, this one's like a lime green, lime, white, it's kind of turquoisey, aqua color, which I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've had to make them. Red, orange. I think I can get like 2 or 3 scrubbies out of one deal. It's 100% nylon. They're only 79 yards. Recommends a 6 millimeter needle or 6 millimeter crochet hook. So we'll do some more scrubbies. This is like a blue thistle, pink, yellow, purple, blue, and I think I have a couple more in here, green, and black. So I feel like probably in my first or second episode, I had shared that I was knitting dishcloths and things like that. So I have family that likes the dishcloths. I might put a few of these together and add this to that bag of stuff so that people can just pick some out if they want them, and kind of go from there. So I will try, let me write down on my notebook here that I will put that pattern in the description box. So that way I know to add that, otherwise I will forget because it's just how it rolls. So yeah, hopefully here in a few weeks we are taking a trip to Michigan to see my grandparents. So my partner, my daughter, and I are going. We'll go with my sister will meet us there with her family. My parents, my dad and stepmom will meet us there. So they're kind of in like the glove of Michigan, kind of central Michigan, maybe a little more east than anything. So we are going to do that, and we have a whole kind, we're going to go to Mackinac, do a few beach days since they have all the lakes there, and have a nice time. So hopefully I can get a video in before we do our trip. Otherwise it will probably when we get back from our trip. So either way, I will see you guys hopefully within the next month, and hopefully have a few more finished objects to show you guys and some fun things that I'll be working on. So we will see you guys soon, and have a great couple of weeks. Bye.